Welcome back to B&B Spoilers channel. Today we will dive into the electrifying twists unfolding in The Bold and the Beautiful for Thursday, October 30th, where joy collides with heartbreak in the most unexpected ways. As the sun rises over Los Angeles in the world of daytime drama, Bill Spencer finds himself caught in a whirlwind of emotions that could redefine his family's legacy. Picture this: Bill, the ever-resilient media mogul, has been bracing for battles on multiple fronts, from corporate takeovers to personal vendettas, but nothing prepares him for the radiant news that bursts into his life like a beacon of hope. His son, Liam Spencer, who has navigated the treacherous waters of love and loss with Hope Logan more times than anyone can count, has emerged victorious in a quest that seemed doomed from the start. Liam, ever the romantic idealist, dropped to one knee in a candlelit moment under the stars at the Forrester estate, his voice trembling as he poured out his soul, recalling the stolen glances and whispered promises that first drew them together years ago. Hope, her eyes glistening with unshed tears, not only said yes but wrapped her arms around him, vowing to cherish every second without the shadows of doubt that once loomed large. This isn't just a ring on her finger, it's a symbol of redemption, a fresh canvas where past heartbreaks, like the painful separations fueled by Steffi's lingering presence and Brooke's endless family feuds, fade into lessons learned. Liam's quick triumph stems from a renewed determination, perhaps inspired by a late-night heart-to-heart with his father, where Bill urged him to seize control of his destiny rather than letting it slip away in endless what-ifs. The ripple effects of this engagement extend far beyond the couple, touching the youngest heart in the Spencer clan with pure, unfiltered delight. Little Beth Spencer, the pint-sized powerhouse who has witnessed her parents' turbulent romance from her earliest memories, bounces with excitement at the prospect of a forever family. Imagine her tiny hands clapping as Liam recounts the proposal, her laughter echoing through the Spencer mansion like chimes in the wind. Beth, who once feared the instability that came with her parents' on-again, off-again saga, now dreams of flower girls' dresses and backyard receptions, her innocence a stark contrast to the adult world's complexities. This joy isn't fleeting, it's a foundation being rebuilt brick by brick, with Hope promising bedtime stories of unity and Liam committing to family game nights that banish the old ghosts. As Liam shares the full story with Bill during a casual lunch at Il Giardino, the air thickens with paternal pride. Bill, who has shouldered the weight of his own romantic failures, from his stormy history with Brooke to the unresolved sparks with Katie, listens intently, his usual cynicism melting into genuine elation. He pulls Liam into a bear hug, toasting to new beginnings with a vintage scotch, and whispers words of wisdom drawn from his own playbook of second chances. "Son, if love can conquer the chaos for you, why not for all of us?" Bill muses, his eyes drifting to thoughts of Katie Logan, the woman who has danced in and out of his life like a siren's call. Yet, even in this sea of happiness, shadows lurk, particularly the tangled web involving Luna Nozawa that threatens to unravel the Spencer's hard-won peace. Luna's deceptions, from forged identities to hidden agendas that nearly tore Hope and Liam apart, linger like a storm cloud on the horizon. Bill, ever the strategist, knows that before any wedding bells ring, they must navigate the legal fallout and emotional scars left by Luna's manipulations, perhaps a custody hearing or a surprise confrontation that exposes more layers to her schemes. Liam hints at this during their conversation, suggesting Bill turn his attention to Katie, who has been pulling away amid her own doubts about rekindling old flames. Katie, with her sharp business acumen and guarded heart, might be warming to the idea, but Luna's mess has everyone on edge, delaying what could be Bill's own shot at eternal bliss. In a twist of fate, Bill envisions a double wedding, a grand affair at the Forrester mansion where alliances strengthen and rivals fade, but first, the family must purge the toxicity that Luna represents, turning potential disaster into a unifying force. Shifting gears to the Sharp household, where passion battles betrayal, Deacon Sharp grapples with a dilemma that could shatter his world. Deacon, the reformed bad boy turned restaurateur, paces the floors of his modest home, his mind replaying the avalanche of revelations about Sheila Carter's granddaughter, Luna. Sheila's omissions weren't mere oversights, they were calculated silences that endangered everyone close to Deacon, from Hope's safety to the fragile trust he had rebuilt after years in the shadows. He still harbors a deep, undeniable love for Sheila, the fiery redhead who ignited his soul with her unapologetic intensity, but the sting of her deceit cuts like a knife, forcing him to question if passion is worth the peril. Late-night confessions to his reflection in the mirror reveal a man torn between loyalty and self-preservation, haunted by visions of what their life could have been, a quiet escape to a coastal hideaway, free from the Logan and Forrester wars. Compounding this turmoil is Deacon's budding connection with Taylor Hayes, forged in the intimate confines of therapy sessions at the Forrester Wellness Center. Taylor, with her empathetic gaze and professional poise, has become more than a counselor. she's a confidant who shares laughs over coffee breaks and subtle encouragements that make Deacon feel seen beyond his checkered past. Their sessions delve into childhood wounds, Taylor's own struggles with Ridge's indecisions mirroring Deacon's losses, forcing him to confront how Sheila's chaos echoes old patterns of sabotage. On Thursday's episode, this internal storm brews into open conflict as Hope Logan and Finn, Deke, Sharp form an unlikely alliance against the Sheila threat. Hope, fresh from her engagement glow yet fiercely protective, arrives at Deacon's doorstep with Finn in tow, their faces set in determination. Finn, whose medical expertise has crossed paths with Sheila's madness too many times, recounts chilling near misses, like the time Sheila's impulses nearly cost lives at General Hospital, painting a vivid picture of the danger that divorce could avert. Hope chimes in with personal anecdotes, her voice steady as she describes the terror of Luna's lies infiltrating their family, urging Deacon to envision a future unmarred by constant vigilance. Dad, Sheila's love is a wildfire, it burns bright but leaves ashes, Hope pleads, her hand on his shoulder, while Finn adds clinical insights on the psychological toll of staying in toxic bonds, referencing studies on codependency that hit too close to home. Deacon listens, his resolve cracking under the barrage, as they trash Sheila's unreliability with pointed examples, her history of kidnappings, forged alliances, and impulsive decisions that always circle back to self-interest. The pressure mounts, with Hope suggesting a clean break could open doors to healthier relationships, like perhaps exploring that spark with Taylor, leaving Deacon visibly shaken, weighing the end of his marriage against the pull of his heart. Meanwhile, across town in a dimly lit corner of her hideout, Sheila Carter clings to threads of optimism, her emerald eyes fierce with determination. Unaware of the united front forming against her, Sheila rehearses heartfelt speeches in the mirror, each word laced with vulnerability she rarely shows. She dreams of reconciliation as a phoenix rising, imagining a grand gesture, maybe a surprise anniversary dinner at Deacon's restaurant, complete with roses and a playlist of their shared anthems, to melt his doubts. Sheila's pleas later in the week will be raw, delving into her regrets over Luna's secrets, promising therapy together and a vow to shield their love from external storms. Yet, beneath her hope lies a steely resolve, if words fail, she might resort to bolder moves, like anonymous tips that expose rivals' weaknesses, ensuring Deacon sees her as irreplaceable. Next, we will learn about the dramatic shift in the endless love triangle that's captivated fans for years on The Bold and the Beautiful. For those weary of the back-and-forth drama between Hope Logan, Liam Spencer, and Steffy Forrester, there's a glimmer of relief on the horizon, at least for now. This trio has dominated storylines with their emotional tug-of-war, where loyalties flipped faster than a Los Angeles sunset, leaving viewers exhausted from the constant betrayals and reconciliations. Hope and Steffy, once fierce rivals locked in a battle for Liam's heart, poured years into this conflict, each convinced the other was the barrier to true happiness. Liam, ever the indecisive charmer, bounced between them like a pinball in a high-stakes game, offering comfort and passion to both while fracturing families in the process. What sparked this potential change? It all traces back to insights from Scott Clifton, Liam's portrayer, who dished on the red carpet at the Daytime Emmys to Daytime Confidential, hinting at a fresh chapter that could finally break the cycle. As we unpack this tangled web, we'll explore how new alliances and personal evolutions are reshaping the Forrester-Logan-Spencer dynamics, promising moments of stability amid the soap's signature chaos. Delving into the roots of the Steffy vs. Hope saga reveals a rivalry steeped in passion, jealousy, and unbreakable family ties that have defined The Bold and the Beautiful's emotional core. From the moment Hope returned to the canvas as a young, idealistic designer, her connection with Liam ignited sparks that threatened Steffy's world, especially after Steffy's own tumultuous romances left her vulnerable. Steffy, the bold Forrester heiress with a fiery spirit forged in corporate battles and personal losses, saw Hope as an intruder stealing not just her love but her sense of security within the powerful Forrester empire. Their clashes escalated during key events, like the infamous Italy wedding fiasco where Liam's vows to Hope were derailed by Steffy's dramatic rescue, or the custody disputes over Kelly that turned co-parenting into a battlefield of accusations and tearful confrontations. Hope, with her grounded moral compass and dedication to hope for the future, often positioned herself as the stable force Liam needed, yet Steffy's allure, her adventurous soul and unyielding loyalty, kept pulling him back. Inventing a deeper layer, imagine Steffy's secret journal entries from those years, chronicling her fears of losing not only Liam but her identity as a mother and executive, adding a poignant vulnerability to her otherwise steely facade. This history wasn't just romantic rivalry, it mirrored broader themes of forgiveness and redemption in the Logan-Forrester feud, where each woman grew stronger through the pain, learning to prioritize self-worth over possession. Fans recall episodes where heated boardroom arguments spilled into personal vendettas, with Brooke Logan fueling the fire from Hope's side and Taylor Hayes defending Steffi's honor, creating a multi-generational storm that tested alliances across the canvas. The arrival of John Finnegan marked a pivotal turning point, injecting fresh energy into Steffi's storyline and subtly eroding the foundation of the old triangle. Finn, the compassionate doctor with a mysterious past tied to the Spectra lineage, entered as Steffi's knight in shining scrubs, offering her the steady partnership she craved after years of heartbreak. Their courtship was no fairy tale from the start. Obstacles like Sheila Carter's obsessive interference nearly tore them apart, including that harrowing kidnapping plot where Finn's life hung in the balance, forcing Steffi to confront her deepest fears of loss. Yet, through it all, Finn's unwavering support helped Steffi heal from her addiction struggles and rebuild her confidence as a mother and leader at Forrester Creations. Adding inventive depth, picture Finn introducing Steffi to quiet evenings at the beach house, away from the glamour of LA high society, where they discussed dreams of expanding their family and traveling to hidden Hawaiian retreats, fostering a bond that emphasized mutual respect over dramatic conquests. This relationship didn't erase Liam's shadow entirely. Whenever Steffi and Finn hit rough patches, like Finn's ethical dilemmas at the hospital involving high-profile patients such as the Logans, Liam was there as the reliable friend, ready to offer a shoulder during late-night talks about Kelly's school milestones. But Finn's presence has undeniably grounded Steffi, allowing her to step back from the Hope-Liam orbit and focus on a future that feels authentically hers. Despite the evolving romances, the co-parenting link between Liam and Steffi endures as a tender thread weaving through the drama, highlighting their shared devotion to daughter Kelly Spencer. Kelly, now a spirited toddler with her mother's determination and her father's gentle eyes, has become the glue holding them together during family outings like park picnics or holiday celebrations at the Forrester mansion. These moments, watching Kelly's first steps or celebrating her birthdays with custom cakes from the Forrester kitchens, remind both exes of their unbreakable family unit, even as romantic sparks occasionally flicker. Liam's role as the doting dad shines in scenes where he coaches Kelly's early soccer games, while Steffi cheers from the sidelines, their laughter bridging old wounds. To expand creatively, envision a new subplot where Kelly's innocent drawing of her big family, including Hope and Beth, sparks awkward but heartfelt conversations, prompting Liam and Steffi to redefine boundaries for the children's sake. This bond isn't without tension. Recent episodes teased subtle jealousies when Finn joined these gatherings, his easy rapport with Kelly stirring Liam's protective instincts. Yet, it's this parental harmony that has fans rooting for amicable resolutions, proving that love can transform into something more mature and less volatile. Lately, narrative winds have swirled Hope and Liam closer, reigniting the Lope flame and leaving audiences buzzing with speculation about their path forward. After a string of betrayals, including Liam's ill-fated dalliances and Hope's professional pressures at Forrester, a recent crisis, perhaps an invented corporate sabotage targeting Hope for the future, drew them into alliance, sharing late-night strategizing over coffee at the Spencer mansion. These interactions unearthed buried affections, with Hope's vulnerability during a vulnerable confession about missing their old life touching Liam's heart deeply. Fans are now pondering, could this lead to a full family reunion, complete with Beth Spencer as the joyful catalyst? Or even a surprise vow renewal under the stars at the cabin where they first fell in love? The chemistry between Annika Noel and Scott Clifton crackles in these scenes, their stolen glances and supportive embraces evoking nostalgia for Lope's golden era. Adding analytical flair, this rapprochement underscores themes of second chances in the soap world, where past mistakes like Liam's impulsiveness are reframed as growth opportunities, potentially setting up a stable home for Beth amid the Logans' ongoing family dramas. Scott Clifton himself poured some intriguing insights on the Lope trajectory during his daytime Emmys chat, fueling hopes for a lasting revival. You can sense their steering toward reconciliation, Clifton shared with a knowing smile, rediscovering the spark that made them so special. I'm optimistic it'll hold strong this round, maybe for a solid stretch that lets us explore deeper layers. His words cut through the show's history of abrupt twists, acknowledging how audiences have grown fatigued by Liam's perennial indecision between Steffi's intensity and Hope's warmth. Clifton elaborated on the characters' arcs, noting Liam's evolution from a wishy-washy playboy to a man grappling with accountability, influenced by therapy sessions post his fabricated health scare. Creatively extending this, imagine Clifton hinting at behind-the-scenes script tweaks where writers drew from real fan feedback to emphasize emotional authenticity, ensuring Lope's return feels earned rather than contrived. This tease has sparked online forums ablaze with theories, from dream sequences of weddings to Beth's precocious matchmaking antics. What makes this Lope resurgence feel promising is Steffi's evident bliss with Finn, a pairing that provides the excitement and security she deserves without dragging her into old conflicts. Finn's heroic qualities, saving lives daily and standing firm against threats like the ever-lurking Sheila, have captivated Steffi, allowing her to thrive as a CEO and mom without the emotional whiplash of Liam's orbit. Their recent vow renewal ceremony, adorned with tropical flowers symbolizing rebirth, showcased Jacqueline McInnes Wood's radiant portrayal, as Steffi embraced a future unburdened by past rivalries. In a new inventive twist, consider Finn and Steffi adopting a rescue pet together, mirroring their journey of healing and commitment, which subtly distances Steffi from any Lope interference. This stability benefits everyone. It frees Liam to pursue Hope without guilt, while Hope gains confidence knowing Steffi has moved on authentically. Analysts might note how this shift balances the canvas, preventing overuse of the triangle trope and opening doors for fresh conflicts, like external villains targeting the couple separately. Drawing from Clifton's optimistic outlook, Lope appears poised for a serene interlude, possibly culminating in remarriage that cements their bond. Picture elaborate scenes of proposal under the Brooklyn Bridge, echoing their early romance, with Liam down on one knee amid fireworks, vowing eternal fidelity. Clifton touched on the profound lessons both have absorbed: Hope's resilience against betrayal and Liam's quest for purpose beyond corporate games, transforming them into a more unified front. The infamous fake brain tumor ordeal, a manipulative ploy by an unseen foe to test loyalties, served as their rock bottom, pushing Liam to cherish Hope's unwavering support and Beth's innocent joy. This event, detailed in gripping episodes with hospital vigils and tearful revelations, highlighted their capacity for forgiveness, setting the stage for co-parenting Beth with renewed vigor. Beth Spencer's impending role in her parents' journey promises heartwarming highlights that no fan will want to skip. As a curious 5-year-old with Hope's curiosity and Liam's empathy, Beth could orchestrate adorable interventions, like crafting Family Forever crafts at daycare that prompt deep talks between her parents. Spoilers suggest episodes where Beth's school play recasts her folks as star-crossed lovers, mirroring their real-life saga and melting tensions away. This cuteness amplifies the theme of what's truly vital: family over feuds, urging Hope and Liam to sideline ambitions for bedtime stories and park adventures. In an expanded vision, Beth's discovery of old photo albums sparks flashbacks to Lope's happier days, reinforcing their decision to rebuild. The Bold and the Beautiful continues to weave these threads masterfully, ensuring Lope's revival resonates with emotional truth.